Welcome to the Lifetime Assembly channel. My name is Isaac, and today I'm going to help you assemble your portable PowerLift basketball system with a 1.3 meter shatterproof backboard. Before we get started, make sure the model number of your basketball system is listed in the description below. This video will follow the steps outlined in the assembly manual that comes with your basketball system. So if you've already begun and need help on a specific step, check the description below for a timestamp associated with each step. There are steps in this assembly that require 2 people, so make sure you have at least one other adult available to help. Before we get into the assembly process, let's take a look at the tools you'll need to complete the job. You may want to pause the video now so you can gather the supplies shown on the screen. Also, you may see us use an impact driver. If you decide to use one as well, be careful not to over torque or over tighten the hardware. Depending on how you decide to fill the base of your system, you'll need 170 kilograms of sand and a funnel, or a hose connected to a water source. This video is meant to be a companion to the assembly manual and not a direct replacement. So for the best results, have the manual on hand as you complete the build. It is also crucial that you refer to the assembly manual to review any safety instructions to prevent serious injury or property damage. All right, let's get started. This system comes with 3 pole sections, 2 long and 1 short. For this step, you'll use the pole without the warning label. Insert the bolts and a washer through these holes on the side with the small holes. Add the sleeves to the bolts on the opposite side. Then add the pole bracket, making sure it's oriented like this. Then secure with the nuts. Take the other long pole, which is the middle pole, and slide it into the bottom of the previous pole, which is the top pole. As you do this, make sure the slit at the top of the middle pole lines up with the small hole at the very bottom of the top pole. Add the hardware to the hole. This hardware will make sure the poles stay aligned properly. It's normal if this hardware spins freely, just make sure that it's flush. The short pole is the bottom pole. You'll want to slide the bottom pole into the middle pole, making sure that this slit lines up the hole at the bottom of the middle pole. Then add the hardware using the same method as before. Before continuing, make sure you've done the previous steps properly, otherwise it will be extremely difficult to separate the poles after the next steps. We're going to seat the poles together by striking each end on a piece of scrap wood or cardboard 5 or 6 times. You will have to use some force, so be careful around your toes. It is crucial that you complete this step. Otherwise, your poles could separate during use, causing serious injury or property damage. The goal of these steps is to make sure the slits in the poles are covered. At the bottom of the top and middle pole, locate these other small holes and secure with the self-tapping screws. Next, we're going to attach the cap to the base. Make sure you find the rubber gasket and put it inside of the cap. Place a loop onto the threads of the base and then tighten the cap. With the help of another person, we're going to place the bottom pole into this location on the base, making sure that the crimped edge is facing up. To make this step easier, we're going to put the top of the pole onto a table. We're going to add the axle through these holes on the base, going through the bottom pole, making sure to add the wheels in these slots. You may need to twist the base to get the axle to line up with the second hole in the base. Lay the assembly down and don't stand it back up until there's proper weight in the base. There are 2 pole braces. Each pole brace has a flat end and an angled end. Connect the flat end to the base and the angled end to the pole, making sure that the angled end lays flush against the pole. When connecting the flat end to the base, make sure you have a washer on each side. Only finger tighten this hardware for now. Add the second pole brace to the other side. Make sure the angled end of the pole braces line up with this hole and connect with the hardware. It may seem like the bolt is too short, but the nut will catch it on the inside of the pole. Now you can tighten the hardware that you left loose. Take a bolt, add a washer, add a rubber washer, insert into the oblong hole on the inside of the rim. Make sure the bolt is on the outside edge of the hole, then add the T-nut oriented like this. Make sure the hardware is tight, but avoid letting the rubber washer bulge. Repeat for the other oblong hole. Take the plastic guard and place it onto the rim oriented like this. Place the rim onto the front of the backboard, making sure the bolts go through the round holes. Then secure with the nuts. There are 2 backboard brackets. They go in this location here, oriented like this. Line the holes, insert the hardware from the outside going in. To make future steps easier, we're going to leave this hardware loose for now. This is the U-bolt, this is the support bracket. Add the support bracket to the U-bolt oriented like this. Insert the U-bolt on the back of the backboard through these holes on the rim. Add the jam nuts all the way down the threads of the U-bolt. Then add the compression springs to the U-bolt. Then the retainer plate oriented like this and secure with the nuts. Only tighten this hardware until the rim doesn't wobble. These tubes are the extension arms. You have 2 short and 2 long. For this next step, you'll use the 2 short ones. In the hardware pack, you have similar bolts. You have a long one and a short one. For this next step, you'll need the longer bolts. In the next steps, if you're having a difficult time getting the bolt through the holes, use the threads at the end of the bolt to clear the excess powder coating in the holes. Take a bolt and add a washer. Insert the bolt partially into this hole on the backboard bracket. Then add either end of a short extension arm, then the large spacer, then the second short extension arm. Go through the other bracket, add a washer, then the nut. Only finger tighten this for now. We're going to repeat this process through these holes, the long extension arms. This time, make sure these 2 holes are away from the backboard. Now go back and tighten the hardware that's connecting the brackets to the backboard. Lift up the pole so this hole in the pole and this hole in the long extension arm line up. Then add the hardware, making sure to add a washer in between the pole and the extension arm. Don't fully tighten this hardware just yet. Repeat the process for the short extension arms going through the top hole of both. You will need the help of another person to lift the base to get the holes to line up. Now go back and tighten all the hardware on the extension arms. You want to make sure that the bolt is flush with the nut. This is the gas spring and cover. If the cover is not already on the gas spring, place it on the gas spring oriented like this. Line the holes in the cover and gas spring with the holes in the pole bracket and secure with the hardware. This is the handle and this is the trigger. Place the trigger inside of the handle, making sure these lines are facing up. Line up these holes and secure the hardware. The bolt you'll use for this step is one of the slimmer bolts. Insert the release pin into the oblong hole on the gas spring. Using the other slim bolt, connect the handle to the pole through this small hole, making sure to add a spacer in between the pole and the handle. Lift the handle so the release pin rests in this notch on the trigger. There are two thicker bolts. For this step, you'll use the shorter of the two. We're going to connect the handle, trigger, and gas spring together while adding two lifter arms. Start by inserting the bolt in through the handle, add a lifter arm, go through the trigger and the gas spring, add the other lifter arm, go through the handle and secure with the nut. Connect the other end of the lifter arms to the inside of the long extension arms, making sure to add a spacer in between the lifter arms. Remember, only tighten until the bolt is flush with the end of the nut. Take some of the provided grease and add it to the release pin. Rotate the system and then remove the plastic film from the backboard. Take the center frame pad and place it in this location. Then secure with the self-tapping screws. These are designed to go through the nut. At the corner frame pads, keep in mind it will overlap the center frame pad. Place the pole cap into the top of the pole, making sure these clips go around the bolt. The next step goes over how to fill the base of your basketball system. Click on this link here to see a video, or refer to your manual in section 6 to see how to do this. If you have additional questions regarding filling the base of your basketball system, feel free to reach out to our customer service team at the email below. We've already filled the base of this system, so we're going to move on to the next steps. Add the net to the rim by threading the large loops over the hooks, then pull down so it's under the hook, and repeat for the other hooks. With the help of another person, raise the system until the rim measures 10 feet away from the playing surface. 10 feet is equivalent to 3.04 meters. Once the rim measures 10 feet away from the playing surface, add the height adjustment sticker to the gas spring, making sure the 10-foot mark is at the top and it's just below the cover. Thank you for watching this video on how to assemble your lifetime portable PowerLift basketball system with a 1.3 meter shatterproof backboard. If you found this video helpful, give us a thumbs up. For more content like this, subscribe to our channel. If you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to our customer service team at csinternational@lifetime.com.